Look at that. That's just one of the socks. Lovely. And welcome back to a new video. And it is absolutely blowing a bit of a gale today. The winds are really strong. You just see those people there, looks like they're checking out, and hope they've had a great time. Looks like they've been at the Sheraton Hotel. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to have a bit of a walk along the promenade, because the high tide is reaching 8.4 metres today. So we're going to have a bit of a look, and the high tide is in about 20 minutes. So come and join me on this bit of a walk around. So just right at the very top of the promenade, just overlooking the go track. So we're going to have a bit of a look. You just see how rough that sea is. Like I said, we've got about another 20-30 minutes before high tide. So we just reached the bottom level, and we're going to have a bit of a walk. You see we've got a runner. He's a brave soul. And wow, I don't want to get this camera ruined. I think I've gone through 3 cameras at £620 each. That's nearly £2,000 in cameras I've gone through. So I think we'll take it a little steady. I've got a GoPro which is waterproof. So really I think I should have used that one. But nevertheless, we're going to brave it and walk along. Like I say, we've got another 20 minutes before the high tide really hits. Like I said, this is just it's just near the go-kart track, and I'm just waiting for one of these waves to come right over. Wow. So we'll get a little closer momentarily, but it's certainly a rough sea. Just look at the waves. Oh, I think one just nearly got the camera. So I think what I might do, I might swap to the iPhone. We've got an iPhone 15 Pro Max. I think that's a little waterproof. So I think we might have to swap in a moment. So I think this camera, I don't want to let this one go. Let's just go a little closer. So you can just see how rough it is. So walk back, we've got about a couple of hundred feet. We're going to walk back towards the go-kart track, and I think you can get a bit of a more of an elevated view up there. Let's just have a quick look. Let's just risk it. Let's just risk it for a biscuit. So that's just some of it. You can see just through the steps how rough it is today. So you see the go-kart track, and the water is just starting to seep through. But we did a video a couple of months ago, and this wall, what you can see is, it's got to be like 30 feet high. So you can just see how high the tide is, and right below there's a huge drain pipe. And when this got flooded last time, it took about 4 days for it to completely drain. And like I say, 8.4 metres, and they're doing a lot of sea defences in Cleveland, and I think it's by 2028 they're going to be going all the way down to the Ginn roundabout and strengthening the sea defences. Yeah, it's certainly it's a high one today. Just see that runner again, so he's been back and forward, and he's enjoying the views. And I don't think he needs a cooling down. He'd be soaked, I'd imagine. Absolutely soaked. So you just feel the vibrations as you walk along the lower part of the promenade with the waves. And, so like I said, high tide is in about 5 minutes time now. So if you've seen the live from today, the sound went very distant, and the reason being, like a silly bugger I am, I've got two microphones, one for this camera and one for the iPhone, and I thought, right, I'll put the one for the camera in my pocket and the one for the iPhone I'll leave out, but I'll put the wrong microphone in my pocket, so no wonder no one could hear me speaking. Hey dear. So we just popped down to the north side near the North Pier. So I'm not too sure what's happening with these. There's 2 or 3 trucks with cars on the back. So it's a bit of an unusual one. We'll see if we can find out exactly what's going on. How unusual. So just speaking to the gentleman there, he didn't want to become, or shall I say, go on film, but I just asked him what these are for, and apparently they're all untaxed cars. So apparently they're clamping down, so if you've got no tax in Blackpool on your car, be very careful. All these are untaxed. How about that? So we just reached the North Pier, and that'll be incredible to have a bit of a walk on there in these conditions. But it's not that choppy down this end. So the high tide has been in for about 40 minutes now, and it's not that choppy down this place. So normally, you know, it gets really rough towards like the north side, Bisbam and Cleveland's. But yeah, you can see still very rough, but not as choppy as where we've just been. So I'm just gonna have a walk past the north side and see. Looks like they've got a bit of a delivery there. Look at that. There we go. Look at all those barrels. And when I always think of barrels, I always think of them rolling around on the promenade from the central pier when there's a huge storm. That was a video and a half. So I'm just gonna move on a little, have a bit of a walk along this stretch. Like I said, the tide has been in for about 40 minutes now, the high tide. And I'll just have a bit of a walk down below. Like I say, you still see it's quite rough, even down here. So you just see Central Pier in the distance there, and you see all the foam what comes off the sea. Let's have a bit of a walk a little closer. So it's amazing, it's all Mother Nature's power, and it's one of those things, you know, as bad as the weather, it's really, you know, great. Whoa, just capturing things like this. As I'm walking along, my feet are absolutely soaked now. Oh no. My socks, my feet, everything has got wet. The things I do. I must be balmy. But it's one of those, you know, it's great watching it back on the TV. Oh, so I got absolutely soaked near the go-kart track, and I've got soaked just walking along. Oh wow, it's all fun and games. See all the folks move the camera around. Do you see all the foam there? Look at that, all going up the stairs. Wow. So we'll just head back northways, and it's pretty much the coming to a bit of a close of the video. I don't mind walking in this now. Like I said, my feet are completely soaked, and it's all fun and games. Gives you a bit of a chuckle. You look back on this and you smile. So yeah, like I say, the sea defences are coming all the way near the Gin roundabout, and that's within the next sort of couple of years, 2 or 3 years, that will all be complete. So you can see it's a huge project. Look at that. That's just one of the socks. Lovely. So we are coming to a bit of a close on the video, and you can see the old lollipops on a bit of a 45-degree angle today with the wind and the high tide. So like I said, we are coming to a bit of a close. Have one last walk just along the bottom. So I do hope you enjoyed this video, and until next time, look after yourselves, look after each other, take care, and it's a bye from me. Bye bye.